I get a handful of messages every day on Instagram with people telling me that they've known about Stoicism for a number of years, maybe 5 or 6 years, but they don't know how to take it to that next level or what they should be reading. So this video is going to be how you can take Stoicism to the next level in 2025. I'm hoping that this video is going to be short and to the point because it is my first video on YouTube. So we're going to be focusing on Stoics from the late Stoa era. So I'm going to assume that you're familiar with or have read the books by Epictetus's Discourses and Selected Writings, Seneca's Letters from a Stoic, and Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, and or you've read The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. First and foremost, let's talk about Marcus Aurelius's and his Meditations. So this is the book that you're more than likely familiar with. It's Meditations and it's translated by Gregory Hayes. It's a fantastic book. I still annotate this book, I still read this book every day. I make notes. It is an excellent book. However, I've been interested in the Robin Waterfield edition, which is Meditations, the annotated edition. The biggest difference between both of these books is that while Marcus is considered the philosopher king because of all the good that he's done within philosophy, this book looks at more of Marcus Aurelius as the emperor he was, not the emperor he hoped to be. And I don't mean to say that Marcus Aurelius wasn't a good emperor. He certainly was much better than the ones that came before him, but he didn't redefine being a Roman emperor. And his reign could be described in 3 words: warfare, plague, and death. So of course he was ruthless, and he had to be able to carry out the duties that were imposed on him as an empire. But his Meditations highlight that he wanted to be good, he wanted to do better, and he wanted to love all humanity. Next, let's talk about Seneca. You more than likely read Letters from a Stoic, which is quite a short book and has fragments of his letters to Lucilius. However, Seneca Letters on Ethics is a new translation. As you can see, it's quite a thick book. It has all 124 letters plus fragments of other letters and is broken down into chapters, so you can see exactly what each letter is about before you start to read it. Letter number 1 is taking charge of your time. Letter number 3 is trusting one's friends. 4, coming to terms with death. 13, anxieties about the future. So you can see there's quite a lot of detail in here. It gives a greater explanation on Seneca's life before you start the book, and it has tons of references that you can look up and follow up with if you're interested to do that. However, it doesn't just stop there with Seneca, so we do have Seneca on benefits, which teaches you how to receive and give benefits in order to be successful in your career or friendships. And the next one is on hardships and happiness, which deals with, personal loss and how to get over that. So very interesting books. Next, let's talk about Epictetus and Discourses and Selected Writings. So if you've not read this one, which I would still recommend getting, what I would do is I would skip to the back and I would look at the Enchiridion here, which is short fragments and passages to help improve everyday life. So you can see little short ones and you can annotate, highlight, and use this book for that. However, if you want to know more about Epictetus's life, get this book. It has a fantastic introduction and his rise up to become a scholar and create his school. It takes his fragments and expands on them and annotates the notes. And of course it has the handbook in there as well, which is the Enchiridion. Anyway, I hope this video was short and concise and to the point. It's my first video on YouTube, so if you do like it, please do hit the subscribe button, and you can follow me on Instagram if you want to see more content, and hopefully we'll get another video up soon.